A door hinge pin?
Oh, a door hinge pin.
Welcome back to Strong's Garage.
Yeah, Matt, Jim here.
And today we're going to do a little bit more work on Jim's Model A.
You betcha. And actually, the B model.
The B model, yeah, that's right. We
Yeah.
plan on putting a 32 and up 4-cylinder in Jim's car.
Yeah.
It's got a few improvements.
Slight upgrade, yeah.
Yeah, and you got to do a few things to get him to fit in there. But we bought an engine, and we want to just tear it apart and see what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's always best practice to inspect your engine before you just start running it down the road.
Very cheap insurance to just pull ahead, pull a
Yeah.
pan, and take a look at what you're dealing with.
Those two gaskets are a lot cheaper than any detrimental damage you could have avoided.
Yes.
So that's our public service announcement.
Yeah.
And, it's fun to kind of see how engines are inside. Sometimes they're just perfect, and sometimes they ain't.
They tell a story.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And
you might be wondering, what's this bag?
What is this bag, Jim?
Right? Well, let's take a look here. This is one pair of Rideau skid tire chains for 30 by 3.5 tires.
The Model T Ford.
Model T Ford, yeah.
Or other cars that have 30s. And a set of Weed tire chain pliers that were sent to us by a lovely viewer. Oh, and the instructions.
Yes. So we'll know exactly what we're doing here.
A lovely viewer named Mark. Strange. At Strange Garage.
Strange Garage.
But anyways, he's a big fan of the show. We really appreciate that. He sent us these beautiful tire chains. It's so neat that they're in the bag. And he has himself some beautiful cars. He's got a 24T Touring that was cut down into a pickup. Beautiful little car. And he's got a 1912 Flanders, which is just, wow.
Gorgeous.
Oh,
eh? Yeah.
I would like to take a ride in that baby. Any car with acetylene headlights, that's the goal one day. Yeah, so Mark, we really appreciate you sending that. They are very cool.
You.
Maybe we'll give him a spin.
Right.
Or a
Before it
Rideau
gets too
spin.
warm.
Yeah. A Rideau spin.
Yeah.
So anyways, thanks again for that. And, I figure while we're at it, let's go open the can, so to speak. See
Open
what we
Pandora's box.
Well, like we said, it's time to get after the B model.
Yes. And,
who knows what evil lurks inside your engine?
Yeah.
Strong's Garage knows.
Yeah, so that's kind of the nice thing. It might as well be rebuilt, because whenever you buy a rebuilt engine, it could be as good as this. It's a gamble. So,
yeah, this is a gamble. So this is going to be kind of exciting and perhaps anticlimactic, but we're going to all find out.
Yeah. Enjoyable for Matt, because he's just an innocent spectator.
So hopefully we get good news out of this thing, but I'm going to not bet money, but I'm going to say there's a 90% chance it has a counterbalanced crankshaft, which would be ideal because it's a diamond block, but been fooled before. So,
So further ado, so we've got, I guess, our engine stand. We'll peel the transmission off of it, get the mount hooked up to it,
and start spinning it around and disassembling it.
Check it out from the top and bottom.
All right, well, let's get after it.
All right, we'll bring it up.
So we've got our KR Wilson AB25 lifting lug, the original. It's like super handy for this.
Yeah.
It's got the setting for when you got the transmission, and it should be just a straight shot lift right now without it.
Yeah, so let's see how balanced we are.
Perfect. Beautiful. All right, let's made it into the stand here.
Alrighty. Bring
Up a
that
bit.
up a hair, yeah. Like docking a space shuttle.
Oh, too good. Well, we got it mounted up on the engine stand. Now it's time to open it up.
Yeah.
So it looks pretty good. It was a running engine supposedly when we bought it, but it's always good to double check everything, especially an engine like this. Because it's Babbitt bearings, If it is beyond wear limits, it's easier to fix now than when we have a hole inside the block. Like
exactly,
the
the
other
original
one.
engine. Yeah.
So this is cheap insurance, and it's kind of fun. You get to learn how they work, and just
yeah,
gasket, we'll paint it. We got different things to put on it. So let's start ripping and tearing. First thing, we'll take the intake manifold off.
Alrighty.
There you
Beautiful.
are. Relieved of its manifold for now.
Yeah. Awful lot of oil coming out of the intake.
Oh, how about that, eh?
Yeah.
Probably just stored with oil in it, Jim. I wouldn't worry.
Ah, yes. Oil fog.
Okay, well now I think what we should do is drain the oil.
Yeah.
And then we'll pull the head.
Perfect. Just gonna remove this fuel pump before it
Oh yeah, those are
escapes me.
These are this is what makes this different than a Model A1 when you're looking. Is if it's got a fuel pump boss, it's a B model. And like I said earlier, there's a small diamond on the block here, so it's a factory replacement engine. So hopefully
all the goodies, counterweighted crank.
Yeah, that's about it.
And that's the goodie.
Like I said, you never know what evil lurks inside these engines, and a gasket set is cheaper than the rods.
Oh, certainly, yeah.
I generally don't. Any engine that a person is trying to maintain or use or whatever, it's that field starting stuff is fun, but it's generally not the best thing to do if you.
Yeah, if it's something that you want to
preserve.
Yeah, use for many years down the line.
Close up on that there, eh?
Oh yeah. I guess you could add that the reason for the fuel pump is in the 32. The fuel tank went to
the back
frame. Yeah, in the back.
No more gravity.
Yeah, without gravity, you're
hooped. So let's take this distributor out. Sometimes these can be stuck in there like what? A little gentle coaxing. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, do you want an impact driver? Or
oh, there it goes. Ooh, just had to get a little angry with it. Eat my Wheaties. Yeah. Perfect.
Well, let's see what.
Yeah, nothing to it. Good.
So hopefully this oil drains a little better than on the Model A. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch the video or watch it again.
Hopefully we don't have to poke it out with a wire.
Yeah.
Well, another thing I should add, the B model Ford no longer had column advance, manual advance. It has weights in it. So these are kind of cool because they got centrifugal weights, so you don't have to hand bomb it. So, and they look almost identical. Oh yeah, just dribbling oil everywhere, eh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, we got oil coming out. Let's see what's under the lid.
Under the lid, eh? Flip your lid.
Oop, there it goes.
Oh, it's because we got the head gasket. One guy went north and the other guy went south here.
Oh, that's what happened. So we got some.
Yeah, miscommunication.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were staying with the head.
No, I was staying with the block.
This is 1932. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we got her. Right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll
got her.
change gears here.
Gasket.
Whoa. That looks pretty
promising. Nice. Looks like we have a
combustion chamber. Yeah. Nice. Oh, very clean.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no real crazy glaring scores or anything like that. So far it's promising. Well, let's look at the bottom end now.
Oh, nice. I heard it pop.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow,
Must be
springing
bent.
right off. Eh?
Oh, there's a spring under this oil pump.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Boing!
Going. Yay, oil tank.
Like a crazy
Snakes come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, is everybody ready?
1, 2, 3.
Ta-da!
Counterbalanced crankshaft.
Oh, hot dang!
We're winning.
Oh yeah, man.
This is something that not all 4-cylinders have, is a counterbalanced crank. So that's nice to see in here.
Oh, what's this?
A door hinge pin?
Oh, a door hinge pin. Now, what business would that have
Oh, look at that.
in a B model? What's that?
Well,
Door hinge
just
pin?
that color there.
Oh, this?
What about the white?
Oh, there's a washer.
Wow.
No! Look at this! You guys see this? It's a penny!
Oh, is it? What year is that penny from, Jim? Penny for your thoughts, my friend?
Okay,
Well,
so
good.
this engine came from a truck from California, so we're getting it's an American 1-cent piece. And
It's probably in there for good luck.
yeah, it'll probably go back in there if we need good luck. 1976.
Well, I'll be darned.
Wow, right for the centennial.
But I still can't figure out why a door hinge pin was in there.
Yes, with evidence of being
In there
run
for a
into
while.
or hit or yeah.
So
how
that
would that
right
be?
away we can see that the babbitt on the rods is bad, because it's the thrust that's poured into these rods is missing a chunk here. So this is disheartening.
But this is why you take a look and see.
Yeah, you don't just start driving. Fiber gear, that's okay. This is weird.
That's very odd.
Well, let's pull the cap and see what they look like. All right, let's harvest the
Yeah.
rod.
Number 1 is pending further investigation here, so we'll remove our cotter pins here.
There you go, my friend.
5/8. Oh, wow.
Really tight.
Oh, look at that. It clears the oil pump. Loosen the next one here. Oh, wow.
Those are really torqued on there. You didn't want them to come off and hit the penny. Now, I would say to be careful when you're doing this to mind of your shims, and we will, but like I said, I think we got issues.
Cockeyed on it.
There we go, it's coming.
Here we
Must
are.
be sprung. Oh yeah, failed babbitt.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's very good to know.
Yeah, see? It's come off the end of the rod, which is a thrust, which is required on these. And then there's a gouge in it here.
And pull this side cover off here and take a peek at our valve train. See how things fared in there.
Yeah. There's some more oil coming through like crazy.
Yeah.
So here's another difference on a B model. The side cover is about 1 inch and a bit wider, because instead of having the oil drain back like a Model A Ford has, the oil drains back into this little trough, which goes right into the main bearings and right on the cam.
Ingenious.
So that's a little upgrade they did there on Oil Systems 101. But a little bit of sludge and gunk, but
Yeah, nothing
nothing bent or
overwhelmingly.
twisted.
Yeah, guides are a little worn, but what's neat with these is it's something that carried through since the Model T, is that the bolts for your main caps on front and middle bearing come right through the block, and they're actually accessed from the outside. So makes it a bit of a fun job getting the cotter pins in and out, but you know, no pressure, no diamonds.
They got the Lincoln right in the background. Look at you. Maybe it's a better project.
It is, yeah.
All right, we're turning the bolt.
Okay.
Got our trusty old wrench here that has the required square. Perfect. All right, let's get a bird's eye view of this front main.
Yeah, see what we're up against here. Dun, da, da, da. It looks worn out.
Yeah. Let's see. She's just wore out. Ain't that something? That just goes to show you, just because it's running doesn't mean it's going to run for long.
Yeah, right. And especially if you want to put a few hop-up parts on it.
Yeah, and then Jim wants to drive this car, so.
Yeah, right. You like putting grandma on the treadmill with.
Hey Jim, let's pull the clutch and flywheel, I guess, and then we just got less weight for a boat anchor. Smaller boat.
Yes.
Oh, it's got a nice ring gear on it.
Ah, perfect.
Glass is half full, my friend. Like another guy got crazy with spray paint there.
Nice and green. Oh, look at this.
Brand new clutch.
Whoa. You must have put the clutch in and realized the motor was
It's sort of weird the way it's.
Yeah, the way it's worn.
It must be a warped flywheel or a warped pressure plate.
Here we go. I'll bring you in here for a little peek.
Oh yeah, we got 2 factory bolts and 2 crummy mismatched bolts.
Yeah, so we're going to remove our safety wire here.
Oh, they're not even hardly tight.
Not very tight at all.
Oh no.
Perfect. You want to pass me that? There's an 11 in there. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Figured in interest of just pure interest, why don't we plasti gauge one of these rods to see how this poor thing was running and what could have happened had I just hopped in and put the pedal to the metal.
We also noticed that there's 3 pistons that are one kind and 1 that's another.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe these counterweights weren't all that important. It's always sort of fun to see what engines look like inside sometimes.
Yeah, right?
It's also sad.
Yeah, when you own it.
They definitely torqued those more than they did the flywheel bolts, didn't they?
Right,
Let's get the breaker bar on that situation.
They must have got their
torque specs backwards.
torque specs all cross-wired. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Oh, also, we noticed that the cam is damaged from the door pin. Oh, wow. There we go. 250 foot-pounds, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. This is...
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah. Heavy duty, man. To make up for the how loose it was, perhaps they added a few extra foot-pounds of torque. Ah,
okay.
So we extract this cap and see same
problems.
Thing.
Yeah.
We've got failed Babbitt.
I'll just cut you some plastic gauge here, Jim. Nice helping of
that's a nice wide strip to cover our surface here.
Okay, we're going to leave the shims exactly as they were.
Cap.
Dipper always faces the camshaft. A little taparoo.
Yes, a small tap will be in order. Perfect.
Those crummy nuts.
Here.
You want to put these nuts on?
No, this will work. Okay. I don't think I'll tighten it nearly as tight.
Okay, that should help. What a thing. This is the second engine in a row that we've taken apart that's been a head shaker.
Yeah, we're kind of, I guess maybe this wasn't the week for me to take this apart. Just give her a click, click.
Yeah.
Click, click.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
And let's see where we're at.
All right, Jim.
Okay, this is the first time this plastic gauge is seeing air since being crushed.
Oh.
And a small amount of crushing going on. So you can see it's probably around 3 thou or so.
Out of spec.
Out
by
of
1.5.
spec. Yeah.
Not a little bit. So.
No.
It would have knocked.
And yeah, and once these start knocking, it just compounds, and
yes,
and you end up
with a hole in your block.
Yes. So this warrants a complete teardown.
Well, Jim, it would appear your running engine ran away.
Yes, ran away on me.
So we're at the complete rebuild stage, which is unfortunate. Well,
there you have it.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
More or less, yeah.
More or less the bad and the ugly side of things.
Yeah, it's too bad, you know. we were really hoping that engine was going to pan out. We got to kind of decide now what to do if we're going to rebuild that particular engine, or we have several others on the
several cores and parts and
Yeah.
good buildable things. But we thought, you know, if you can buy a good runner, that puts you a little further ahead of the game. But
you know, that always happens, and that's one of those things where I always say you have to have all your ducks in a row, so to speak. Like when you go to restore a car, everything has to be done in a certain order of events, because if you discombobulate the order, you end up with a stalled project.
Yes.
Because say that engine, we painted the outside, we got it sort of running, and 4 hours later we threw a rod again, another big hole in the side of the block.
Yeah.
That'd
Side
be
of the road, parked home. Yeah.
Parked in the corner of the garage for, who knows, 20 years. You get mad at things. So they're just machines and they can be rebuilt. So that's something to keep in mind. But nonetheless, it's a bummer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a bummer. So anyways, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that series of unfortunate events.
Oh, right. Yeah. And big thanks to you for watching.
Yes. Of course. Thanks to the patrons as well for patronizing us. Oh. Thanks to the likes, shares, subscribes, the bells, the comments. We love it. The mail.
Yeah. Oh,
it's awesome.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'm glad people are liking it, because it seems to be doing pretty good. We like doing it. So
yeah.
Anyways, I guess that's it for now. Tune back in when we figure out what we're doing.
Exciting, yeah. Next steps.
The next step. So thanks for watching, folks. We'll catch you on the next one.